Do all players get a chance to play before the year is over? Last year at E3, a lot of you came away satisfied knowing at last that Kid Icarus was returning. This E3, Mr. Sakurai and Project Sora are happy to provide more details.
Peloton's little messenger board.
Didn't say when that new Mario game was going to get released.
I had other business to attend to.
Wait, you two know each other? Look at the size of that squadron!
Medusa certainly is ambitious.
Aren't you worried at all? These are underworld crews. Are you saying Medusa's been
Resurrected, yes. Though the goddess of darkness was defeated long ago, we obviously can't underestimate her powers.
Listen well, Medusa! Your days of darkness are numbered. Prepare to meet light!
Kid Icarus, not too bad. Cool.
Battling with Pit on both land and in the air is going to be great. But it gets better. This week on the show floor, you'll be scoring off against several human opponents because you're going to discover 3-on-3 multiplayer action. And one more note. This Kid Icarus will also use those augmented reality cards to conduct battles. The Uprising comes to retail later this year. And finally, let's talk about that new game announcement. Make no mistake,
Luigi's Mansion.
the first brother of video games is back. And he's got his vacuum.
Finally, that's me. No, Luigi Mansion 2 finally made a fucking appearance again. Love that game. Looks pretty good.
Luigi's Mansion 2 is not a simple revision. It's an entirely new game, making extraordinary use of 3D and featuring not just one, but several new mansions. When we first announced Nintendo 3DS a year ago, we said that a wide range of third-party developers were already hard at work on games.
Yeah.
Creators from around the world. Now, it's time to show you more of their upcoming work.
Resident Evil, Capcom, games. Ace Combat 3D. Tetris. Cave Story 3D. Resident Evil Revolutions. Driver Renegade. Pac-Man Gala Dimensions. Tekken 3D. Metal Gear Solid Snake Gear. Bum 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 bum.
In fact, the library of games coming for Nintendo 3DS is unprecedented. In part, that's because a new world of content opened up overnight. Downloading the enhanced internet browser and the Nintendo eShop will move you well beyond anything Nintendo's offered digitally before. You can search for game info and you'll find multiple videos and screenshots. This week's system update is also the key to unlocking 10 separate 3D game trailers. And game demos will also be available later this year for either downloadable or retail software. Add to this a virtual console service just for Nintendo 3DS, and that means classic portable games starting with Game Boy and Game Boy Color.
Yay!
It also means classic console titles, some dating from even before the NES days. Games given new life with a 3D makeover. And to make sure you understand how quick and easy this process is, for a limited time, you'll receive a free 3D version of an old friend, 3D Classics Excitebike. Excitebike is now 27 years old. It doesn't get much more retro than that, but it's still a blast. But maybe the biggest download news for Nintendo 3DS concerns one of the biggest franchises in video game history.
Which is?
Pokemon.
Oh, there we go.
For the first time, Pokemon will spring to life, not only in 3D, but also in the real world. Owners of the Pokemon Black and Pokemon White versions are familiar with the Pokedex, an item given to them in the game that registers and indexes over 150 new Pokemon.
Yeah.
With Nintendo 3DS, an enhanced Pokedex has arrived on the platform. When you first start Pokedex 3D, there will be 16 Pokemon registered. In order to complete your Pokedex, you'll need to collect the data for the remaining Pokemon via Spot Pass, receive them from friends, or by scanning special AR markers. You can search and sort, filter the data in multiple ways, making it the essential tool for fans. Each Pokemon also has a special Pokemon AR marker. And with it, the Pokemon image can be superimposed in real-world backdrops, whether that's your living room or the Grand Canyon. You can assemble a scene with several Pokemon together, save it to your SD card, and load it onto your PC to share with your friends.